Welcome to FRC Media News for Thursday, March 7th, 2019. I'm Keith Tebow. With the Fall River special recall election just a few days away, we'll be devoting this entire edition of FRC Media News to hearing from the participants in the upcoming election. Up first, the first debate of the campaign featuring the candidates running for mayor was held last Thursday at Morton Middle School. The 2-hour event, sponsored by the Herald News in conjunction with FRC Media, FRGTV, and WSAR, featured all 5 candidates running in the race. Questions from the panelists including topics like education to crime, but the first question, posed by Herald News editor-in-chief Lynn Sullivan, asked, why should Fall River trust you?
Trust me, I work with a lot of contractors, a lot of businesses. And I'm on commission. And these people trust me with their business, trust me with their employees. I've coached a lot of youth organizations, and these parents trust me with their children. And in the community, people out there who know me, they trust me. City Hall, department heads, employees, they trust me. People in the general public, they trust me because I'm trustworthy. I've never broken a promise to people. I've made a lot of promises. A lot of the things that I've accomplished in this community is because people know they can come to me and tell me what they want to tell me, and I've never broken their trust. I get through to them and tell them, and I'll help them any way possible, but trust is a very important thing to me, and it's something that I know people believe in me, and that's why I'm trustworthy.
People of Fall River should trust me because of my 27-year record of serving your children and the city of Fall River. Never had a bad write-up, always had excellent evaluations, and worked extremely hard to make sure I could keep parents, staff, and children going in the right direction. Wasn't always successful, but I never did anything wrong. And I have focused my entire campaign on honesty, integrity, the hallmarks of things you need to be successful. I do not for 1 minute believe that the people on this stage have the education, the experience, the work history, or the personal skills that I do that I plan to bring to this position. I think that by working with people, listening to people, and getting things done, you exhibit a type of integrity and honesty that the citizens of this city respect.
Just to reiterate, each and every day I have to work with all the department heads in our community, all of our city employees in our community, and they have trusted me to be their leader. And I think we've done a great job from the fire department to community development agency to the police department, all the way down to the school department to DCM. That takes a lot of trust. They got to trust me that if I say, hey, you know what, we're going to eliminate this fee, that we're going to have the money to keep their jobs. So it was an extremely important balance for me as the mayor, especially a young mayor coming in at 23 years old. I know I had to prove myself to the public, but I had to prove myself to our city employees. And they had to trust me to say, yes, we can responsibly get rid of this fee, but you're not going to lose anything. You're not going to lose your job. You're not going to see brownouts in the fire department. You're not going to see overtime cut. We're not cutting services. We're going to eliminate these fees, which the public wants, but we're also going to continue the trust that we are going to fund these departments at a higher degree than we've ever done it before, which is what we achieved. And that took a lot of trust.
One of the most important things is trust. I'd like to start off by saying it's a personal matter for me. Trust is something you build through being involved in the community, from being president of youth soccer for 20 years of involvement, coaching in basketball, being an elk here in the city for 22 years. I've been involved regardless of it's elections or if it's just being involved in my community or just being my family involved in the community.
Because I have built my career establishing and proving that I keep my promises. Specifically, my current position is Director of Development, in charge of fundraising a multi-million-dollar budget, building the budget, fundraising for the budget, and reporting on the budget. And what that means is that the process of a grant, in many ways, is like keeping a political promise. So there's 3 steps I'll go through with you. The first step is you make the promise. That's the goal of the grant. The second step is you do the work. And the third step is you prove it. That's the reporting. For someone to not keep their promises, to not be trustworthy in development, it's a really good way to lose your job pretty quickly. Lose the grant, lose your job. I've been very successful. I have 15 years working in this field. I've been promoted to being in the top of my field. And that's why I'm asking you, the voters, to place your trust in me.
The second debate, sponsored by the Fall River Reporter, comes up in just minutes live at 6:30 right here on FRC Media. We'll have more FRC Media news right after this. With a special recall election coming up on March 12th, FRC Media would like to take this opportunity to discuss what voters will face on the ballot. The ballot is broken into two sections. The top section of the ballot asks voters whether they would like to recall Mayor Jaziel Correa. If you would like to recall the mayor and remove him from office, you would connect the arrow to the right of the statement for the recall of Jaziel Correa. If you would not like to recall the mayor and would like him to remain in office, you would connect the arrow next to the statement against the recall of Mayor Correa. The second section of the ballot needs to be considered by all voters, but will only take effect if voters vote in favor of the recall of Mayor Correa in the top section. The bottom section looks like a normal ballot where there's a list of candidates running for mayor. Please select one and only one candidate from this list who you feel should become the mayor of Fall River. Again, connect the arrow to the right of the candidate of your choice. There's also the opportunity for voters to write in a candidate not listed on the ballot. If you write in a candidate, you also need to connect the arrow to the right of that name. Please make sure you vote in both sections of the ballot, regardless if you feel the mayor should be recalled from office. If you have any questions, please contact the Fall River Elections Office at 508-324-2630. Polls open on March 12th from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Please make a point to vote that day. Welcome back. As we mentioned, we're devoting this entire program to hearing from the participants in Tuesday's Fall River Special Recall election. FRC Media invited all the participants to record 3-minute statements about their position or candidacy. The first part of the ballot asks voters if they wish to recall Mayor Jaziel Correa II. Here are the statements from Joseph Pereira, a representative of the recall movement in favor, and a statement from Mayor Correa in opposition to the recall.
Hello, I'm Joe Pereira, one of the organizers of the effort to recall Mayor Jaziel Correa, and I am urging you to vote yes on the recall question on March 12th. Credibility, honesty, and transparency are all characteristics that the mayor of this city should possess and exhibit. They seem to be missing in this administration, and we deserve better. He is under indictment for 13 federal counts of wire fraud and falsifying tax return. This is a shocking number of charges. Allegations like these do not just happen without due cause and verifiable suspicion. The mayor wants you to believe that these charges were caused by political enemies seeking revenge. That is not how federal investigations work, and none of the people he has blamed this on have the power to cause the FBI to start an investigation that has now gone on for 2 years. If he was the president of a private company and the same charges were brought, the board of directors would have removed him immediately to save the company from damage. We should be doing the same thing. He has been less than honest with us on a number of times and has made some decisions that are not in the best interest of the city. When he was elected, he offered to take a 25% reduction in pay for his first year to fund a new police cruiser. After only 4 months, he asked for his full pay, and the cruiser never happened. He said he would go without a chief of staff to save money, but he hired an old friend to that position at a higher salary than any previous chief of staff. When he didn't work out, Jaziel simply gave him another job in the city that he wasn't qualified for and replaced him with his former campaign manager at an even higher salary. During the 2017 elections, he was not honest with us about the ongoing federal investigation, denying it several times. He is telling us that he has met and exceeded net school spending, but he hasn't. He still owes the school department $1 million. He is telling us that he has hired more police officers, but the new hires have not kept up with retiring officers, so our police department is still understaffed. He wasted thousands of dollars rebranding the city with the Make It Here campaign, but had all the banners made in Providence. I guess we couldn't make it here. The Streetscapes project on Purchase Street is badly designed and poorly constructed. It is also $750,000 over budget. When he privatized trash collection, we were left holding the bill on our fleet of trucks. Real economic development has all but stopped in the city, but Jazel is taking credit for things that he has nothing to do with. I could go on, but I hope I have made my point. Fall River deserves better, and that begins by voting yes on the recall on March 12th. Thank you for your time.
Hello, my name is Jazel Correa II. I'm the mayor of Fall River, and I'm seeking your vote against the recall, commonly referred to as a no vote on March 12th. I will lay out the reasons why I'm asking you to vote against the recall. This administration is committed to improving the quality of life for all of our citizens. We have partnered with the faith and nonprofit community to address issues of homelessness, educational attainment, workforce development, and mental health issues. We've enjoyed a surge in new and exciting businesses opening up all over our city. I am the only candidate promising to make sure that I look at every option to lessen your tax and fee burden. And I'm the only candidate with a proven track record of getting rid of two fees, the $120 trash fee and the purple bags. I'm the only candidate that has put money back into your pocket. When I ran for mayor 3 years ago, I ran because I was tired of the establishment. I do not regret the feathers I have ruffled. Compare my last 3 years to the last 20 of government. It doesn't matter what vendettas or personal agendas other elected officials have against me. I am here for you, the taxpayer, the renter, the business owner, the citizen of our great city. In just 3 years, I've eliminated the $120 fee, eliminated purple bags, added more police and firefighters, created financial stability, upgraded all fire trucks, addressed the opiate crisis, beautified and rebranded our city, took on the establishment, and I continue to provide you with facts. But my work has just begun. Your sidewalk still needs to be done. That road you drive every day still needs to be paved. That transfer station still needs to be built, and more taxes and fees need to be eliminated. I have proved that I do what I say. I haven't lost focus. The vision is still clear. I have not forgotten about you, and I will keep fighting for you and your family, and I need you to stand with me. That's why I'm asking you on March 12th to vote against the recall. Thank you, and God bless.
When we come back, we'll hear from the 5 candidates running for mayor in the recall election. Stay with us.
Com a eleição especial do dia 12 de março, a FRCMedia gostava de lhe falar sobre o boletim de voto. Este boletim de voto tem duas partes. Na parte de cima é a pergunta que quer ou não remover o Presidente da Câmara da sua posição. Se esse é o seu desejo, o que tem que fazer é arriscar e conectar a seta que diz For the Recall of Jazel Correa. Se não quer remover o Presidente da Câmara, tem que riscar e conectar a seta que diz Against the Recall of Jazel Correa. A segunda parte do boletim de voto está aberta para todas as pessoas, incluindo aqueles que votaram na primeira parte para remover o Presidente da Câmara. A segunda parte olha como um boletim de voto normal, onde estão todos os nomes das pessoas que estão a correr nesta eleição e pode escolher qual a pessoa que deve servir como o novo Presidente da Câmara. Quando escolher a pessoa que tem, o que tem que fazer é conectar a seta na frente do nome do candidato que escolheu. Se quer votar para outra pessoa que o nome não está na lista, pode colocar o nome da outra pessoa e conectar a seta na frente do nome. Por favor, vote nas duas partes do boletim de voto. Se tiver perguntas, pode contactar os escritores de eleições na cidade de Fall River pelo número 508-324-2630. Os postos de votos abrem no dia 12 de março, das 7 da manhã às 8 da noite. Por favor, vote nestas eleições.
5 candidates have qualified to run for mayor in Tuesday's recall election in the event the mayor is recalled from office. Let's hear their statements now in the order that they will appear on the ballot, starting with Mayor Correa, followed by Joseph Camara, Paul Coogan, Kyle Riley, and Erica Scott Pacheco.
Hello, my name is Jazel Correa II. I'm the mayor of Fall River, and I'm seeking your vote on March 12th to be re-elected as your mayor. I'm a lifelong resident of the city of Fall River. I graduated from Providence College. I attended the continuing education program at the Harvard Kennedy School. I'm a former city councilor and currently serve as your mayor and the chairman of the school committee. I've been appointed to the Governor's Economic Seaport Council, and I'm an active participant in the U.S. Conference of Mayors. I am the only candidate with this unique blend of experience. I ask you to use the last 3 years as a report card and grade my administration's performance. I'm happy to report that we have improved in 6 major areas. Number 1, fiscal responsibility. I instituted zero-based budgeting. We privatized trash collection. We eliminated the $120 trash fee. We increased the city stabilization fund from $500,000 to today over $7 million. Because of this careful financial planning, I was able to fulfill another campaign promise and eliminate the Purple Bag program. Number 2, public safety, a top issue. We provided 20% more funding to both police and fire departments. We added new equipment to both departments. We added policies and procedures to both treat drug abuse and attack drug trafficking, which has led to a 12% decrease in opiate-related incidents. We fully upgraded our fire department's fleet, adding 7 new fire trucks. We increased neighborhood policing. And we're on target to meet our goal of reaching the highest staffing levels in both departments in decades. Number 3, education. We exceeded net school spending and have reduced classroom size at the elementary level. We are building a new Durfee High School. We provided 14% new funding to our schools. Economic development. Number 4, we launched our streetscape beautification program. The King Philip Mill is being redeveloped with the support of the neighbors. Through our workforce development program, we've created thousands of new jobs. We've strengthened our redevelopment authority. We'll have a train to Boston by 2023. We created opportunity zones as well as new market and 55-plus housing to many parts of our community. We have responsibly stopped the flow of low-income housing flowing from other parts of our state and nation while maintaining housing assistance for residents who need it most. Number 5, roads, parks, and sidewalks. We've secured millions of dollars in grants for our roads, parks, and waterfront. We instituted a pothole program. We replaced nearly $1 million worth of sidewalks. We've improved Griffin Park, 6 other parks, and added Patriots Playground to Maplewood Park. Number 6, quality of life and veteran services. I want to take a moment to thank every veteran family, and our Gold Star families. We have upgraded the Veterans Center on Pine Street. We unveiled the state's official Gold Star Family Monument and committed $300,000 to build a replica of the Vietnam Memorial Wall. This election is about the future of Fall River. I ask that you grant myself and my team more time to continue to shape Fall River's future. I need your help to continue this mission, and I ask that you vote for me, Jazel Correa II, on March 12th. Thank you and God bless.
Hi, my name is Joe Camara, and I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for trusting me with the honor of serving as your city councilor for the past 23 years. As your city councilor, I understand that public service means public trust. I have always been impressed with the spirit of the people in our city and the pride that exists within our community. My wife Lila and I are lifelong residents of Fall River. We built a home here and raised our 3 children, Rachel, Brianna, and Joseph, and have always understood the need to give back through public service. On March 12th, Fall River will see its second recall election in 5 years. I have decided to run for mayor because I feel I have the right combination of steadfast commitment, experience, and trust that is required to move our city forward. As a city councilor, I have always been proactive on a number of city issues, whether it was my first resolution that began the process of relining our outdated water mains, or taking land by eminent domain to create the ATMC and what is now known as the Meditech site, or turning an underutilized 6 private plane runway into Commerce Park, which gave our residents a place to work and provided desperately needed tax revenue for our city. Commerce Park is also the home of the new North End Fire Station and the Fall River Fire Department headquarters, which includes a training center. As your mayor, I pledge to continue working with the department heads and city employees to develop responsible, realistic budgets and offer solutions to provide exceptional city services to all our citizens. I know that as your mayor, I will bring integrity, stability, accountability, and trust back to the mayor's office. I'll restore the public's confidence by prioritizing public safety, education, and more jobs for our residents, and pride for our community. On March 12th, I respectfully ask for your vote to serve as your next mayor. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Paul Coogan, and I'm a candidate for mayor in the March 12th recall election. I'd like to thank FRCmedia and all of the people watching for the opportunity to address you today. As someone who has always believed that public service is a noble calling, and after 3 decades of exemplary work to improve the Fall River Public Schools in 2 roles, as an administrator and as a current 2-term member of the school committee, I feel the time has come for a new challenge. I intend to bring a hands-on, highly visible, and inclusive approach to the office of mayor. Through leadership by example, I will work full-time to restore morale and a sense of civic pride in our community. I will ensure that city residents and public employees alike have a strong voice in crafting the future of their city government. It is the governing that takes place on the local level in Fall River that can and should have the most direct effect on the quality of our citizens' daily lives. The city of Fall River faces many challenges, and I have laid out a detailed platform addressing the issues of public safety, the opioid crisis, economic development, housing, and education that I invite the citizens of Fall River to read and review on my website at www.electpaulcoogan.com, and your feedback is welcome. Already we are looking at solutions to these most pressing issues, which range from ensuring fiscally responsible maintenance of equipment and staffing levels for public safety, taking a hard look at abandoned and blighted properties, increasing home ownership, utilizing waterfront acreage in our economic development plans, and tackling the opioid crisis head-on with the cooperation of both law enforcement and healthcare experts alike. Addressing these many and varied needs of our educational system, and all of this comes with a guarantee of transparency and accountability. Since our campaign began, I have met daily with the citizens and stakeholders throughout the city. I have enjoyed listening to their ideas and concerns and to having the opportunity to explain my views about ways to improve the city. In the coming weeks, I look forward to more of the same, along with the opportunity to engage in vigorous debate with the other candidates. If elected, I pledge to bring integrity beyond reproach to the office of the mayor, to work cooperatively toward the betterment of the city with our other elected officials, and to include citizens' voices in the process, and to provide the honest leadership that you all deserve. I respectfully ask for your vote on Tuesday, March 12th. Please vote yes on the recall, and then vote yes, Paul Coogan for mayor. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Kyle Riley, and I am a candidate for mayor in my city, Fall River. I'm running for mayor for a few different reasons. First and foremost, I love this city. I've had the wonderful opportunity to be born and raised here, married here, and commit to this city by building a house 21 years ago. Anna and I raised our 6 children here in Fall River, and I've never walked away from it. Don't get me wrong, at times we've struggled like all parents, renters, and homeowners. But I feel like I know what it takes to support the citizens I grew up with and to have the background to do it successfully. I also want to make this city a place for my children and yours that can keep as an option to raise their children someday. To do that, we need to get serious. We need to get serious about this election. Too often we look at name recognition without substance. How many signs get put up on your corner? This election, I'm asking you, my friends in Fall River, to look at stability, longevity, and integrity. When you go to cast your vote, ask yourself, is this candidate going to be here in 5 years, 10 years? Am I voting for the long-term solution that is needed? As we all know, Fall River has tremendous potential. From where we're located on the highways, to the amount of water that flows to our rivers, to most importantly, a hardworking people who get up and go to work each day to build a better future for their families. We can't reduce this election down to a few topics or a few sound bites. Again, it is so much more important than that. I am asking you to take a serious look at all the candidates and make a decision that benefits our city. I believe that candidate is me. Please consider casting your vote for Kyle Riley for mayor. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Erica Scott Pacheco, candidate for mayor in Fall River. I'm running for mayor because I believe in this city. I've chosen to live, work here, and have my life here in Fall River. When I was a volunteer collecting signatures for the recall effort, I heard from hundreds of voters like you, all with the same message. We simply cannot continue on the path that we're on, and that it is time for someone new, not a recycled politician. I've chosen to rise to the occasion and run for mayor as an extension of my 15 years serving the community in nonprofit management and fundraising. I live in the Flint and work downtown at a community organization serving Fall River families, elders, and people with disabilities. I keep hearing how Fall River is broken. Fall River is not broken. The system is broken. We, the people, are Fall River, and the people of Fall River are strong, resilient, hardworking people. That's why I'm running for mayor. I'm going to focus on elevating a campaign for working families and elders, many of whom are on fixed incomes. I have 4 components of my platform. First, housing. All throughout the city, I keep hearing several issues related to housing. One, the lack of affordable, safe, and sanitary housing. I do not want anyone who has lived and worked in this city, who has their family, their kids, and their grandkids in this city, to be priced out and pushed out of our city due to a lack of affordable housing. The second issue is the lack of enforcement of the sanitary codes and laws that we already have on the books. As mayor, I'll have a special mayor's task force on housing to coordinate all of the players, bring them around the table, and make sure that we hold absentee landlords accountable and enforce the laws that we already have. Next, I'm going to focus on public safety and infrastructure. You deserve to live in a safe, clean neighborhood. I hear so many people are worried about crime. As mayor, I will make sure our public safety officials have what they need to keep us safe. I will also do a comprehensive citywide road maintenance and repair plan because they have to go hand in hand. Next, third, I will focus on education and economic development. It's simply not enough to do economic development unless we focus on the brain drain that is happening with so many of our kids leaving the city. That's why I'm going to institute a Fall River Fellows program to give college and trade school students work experience in local businesses and agencies. As mayor, I will take the first fellow in my office. And fourth, fiscally responsible management. I'm going to be fiscally conservative with your tax dollars because you're paying for it. I will not give any bonuses or stipends to campaign supporters or friends, and every hire I make will be based on education and experience. I'm Erica Scott Pacheco, and I'm asking for your vote. Thank you.
Those are the participants in this Tuesday's special recall election. A reminder, polls will open at 7 a.m. and close at 8 p.m. If you have any questions regarding where to vote, please contact the Elections Office at 508-324-2630. Also join us as we partner with FRG-TV Tuesday night beginning at 8 p.m. as we bring you live coverage of the election results and reaction. That's it for this edition of FRC Media News. You can catch FRC Media News Thursdays and Fridays at 6 p.m. and online at frcmedianews.org. Coming up next, the second debate sponsored by the Fall River Reporter. For all of us here at FRC Media News, I'm Keith Tebow. Have a great week. We'll see you next Thursday.